Okay, we're here in Indianapolis at the Holiday Inn. It's Saturday night. Nothing better than recording episode 4 of Whiskers.
Nothing better.
Your behind the scenes look at the Northwestern women's soccer team. We're excited to be here. Rich Manning here.
Brooke Miller.
Co-host Brooke.
And
2 of our first year Wonder Kids.
Holland, Carey.
Megan Norkett.
We're excited to have some of our new players here.
Yeah.
And one thing, well, first of all, let's talk a little bit about Holland. Holland, you're from Arizona?
Mm-hmm.
Scottsdale?
Yes.
Born and raised there?
Yes.
And family? Brother, sister?
Oh, I have a younger brother. He's 17.
Is he nice to you?
Sometimes.
Okay.
He is
Mom and
not.
dad?
Yes, love them both. My mom's from Oregon. Dad's from all over, but he grew up in Colorado. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Megan, how about you?
I was born in England. I was born in London. But
England.
Fun fact.
That's my fun fact.
Shout out Alicia.
Yeah, seriously. I moved here when I was 2 though, so I've been here for kind of a long time. Parents both born there. My brother was born there. He is 16, and I have a younger sister who is 14. And my younger sister was born here. Yeah, I was like, my younger sister was born here, but my brother was born there too.
And have you been back to visit?
We haven't recently since COVID, but we used to go like almost every summer before that.
Terrific. Okay, I don't want to dive too deep into that because we got to get rolling.
Me and Megan are both locals, quote unquote. We're both from the same town. We only live 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy
And there's
part.
lots of like history.
There's lots of history.
Yeah.
We were kind of rivals, but we were always friends at heart. We played together on the same team in ODP, and we were like, we knew we were going to be besties from day one.
Yep.
So even when we were playing against each other, we were like, doesn't matter because someday we were both going to be Wildcats.
Very true.
It was
That
destiny.
Too much background,
It was
but
destiny.
It was destiny.
Okay, let's dive into this. Well, I think we're going to talk a little bit. Well, Brooke, I'm going to let you take over. You have some questions you're going to
Okay,
throw
so
at.
you guys know the drill. We're going to start with a couple questions, and we're going to go into lightning round, and that's going to be as fast as possible. Like, you can't think about it, and you're just going to answer those questions. But we don't have to worry about that right now because the first question of the first freshman podcast, or there probably more because we have 7 freshmen, but it is, what is the first thing that you learned while being a first year at Northwestern? Like the first thing that you noticed or like started to catch on to, and also try and make it as non-basic as possible. And like basic is fine, but maybe not something like, oh, just like follow your heart. Like give us some really like detailed, to you specific, something you've learned.
Who goes first?
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to? You can go first. Okay. So I mean, this isn't necessarily like about heart stuff, but being on campus, I learned that it's actually a lot of walking, which I was kind of surprised about. So it's important to be able to find your transportation so you're not running to class because that is not the best thing.
Did you have to run to class so far?
The first day I did a little jog, but that's also because I left late, so I got confused on where I was going.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'd say either timekeeping or get something to ride to class.
Yeah. Did you have a scooter now?
I do now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Both of you guys have matching scooters, right?
Oh, me not.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
so mine did get stolen. Mine did get stolen. Actually, I cut the bike lock and took it, but it's okay. It's fine.
Okay, well besides
Moving on.
get a better bike lock, what's your advice?
Also not super sentimental, but I would say one of the things I learned was about reading the weather. Coming from Arizona, very dry climate, I was used to just seeing, if you saw 70, 75 degrees, you'd bulk up with the sweaters and jackets and leggings and sweatpants, and now when I walk outside and it's 75 degrees with the humidity, it's so warm. Even in our K-State game, I remember I was like, guys, it's not that bad. It's 80 degrees. I just was looking at the app, and I walked outside, and I have never sweat so much in my life. So I'm getting better at that and reading the weather.
Shout out to the weather app.
Shout out to the weather app.
Shout out weather
It's been
app.
very helpful.
That's really crazy for me though. I feel like because like it's so hot in Arizona, like it's like 100 degrees, but it's still like our 80.
Exactly. Like I've played games in 100 and over, probably, and still, even 80-degree games here with the humidity is almost worse.
Wow.
That's
So I
horrible.
feel like I'm in a bubble of heat.
Well, that's good advice.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rich.
Summer's almost over, so on to the other weather. Okay, we'll start with Megan. What were you most nervous about coming to when you got here this summer?
Is like soccer or just
You
overall?
choose.
Anything.
I don't know. For the soccer, I mean, I was nervous that like the playing level was going to be a lot higher and it was going to be a lot quicker than what I was used to.
But she was fine.
So you're saying it was easy?
No.
She's got to level
I'm
up.
not saying it was easy. But I mean, with everyone being like so supportive, you can like get into it easily. And yeah, so I was really nervous that it was going to be very quick pace, which it was, but it was good.
I also had the same concern, and in addition to that, I also thought kind of just the life of being a D1 athlete would be very overwhelming or too much. But I feel like you guys as the coaches do a really good job of making sure that we have like balanced schedules and enough time to rest and recover from games, practices, everything like that, and also with school too. Yeah.
So we need to practice more.
So basically, we need to tell the NCAA to give us more hours.
NCAA, please, more hours, please.
As year 2, I would like to say the hours we have. That's fine.
Okay.
We'll just keep that for now. The third question we have is, what was the hardest thing that you had to adjust to, soccer-wise and non-soccer-wise, while you're here?
I mean, another one, I guess, besides the like playing speed, I would say is like the physicality of the game. It's a lot more like shoulder-to-shoulder tackles that like don't get called, and I know like everyone's really strong, and I don't know, that was an adjustment.
I would say that, and I would also say I feel like it's a lot more methodical and strategical more so in club. I feel like here now I always have to be scanning behind me and knowing what's going on behind me, as well as in front of me too. So I'm still working on that and just trying to be aware of every aspect of the game.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. I feel like when I came here, I was like, what the heck just happened? Like, looking around me in all different places, I was like, that never happened before. And I come here and you're like, okay, everything is happening like a million miles an hour. Like, you have to keep up with it, and some people are so good at it. But, yeah. So how would you describe your first experiences playing college soccer? Because you guys have both had a lot of time, had a lot of great experiences, playing different games. Like, what are some words that you would use to describe your first experiences? She doesn't know what to say.
Wait, do I say it in just a few words?
You can say however you want. Like, if you want a few words, fine. If you want to give a little bit of background, also fine.
Oh, I would just say I feel like the whole team was so supportive. I remember I was so nervous. I still get really nervous every game, but I was so terrified my first game. And I remember a few people coming up to me just being like, it's okay, like, mistakes happen, we're all here as a team together, we're all going to work together, so you're fine, relax. And that was so helpful.
Yeah, that's a good one. I also had that because I was also very nervous. And I mean, one of the main differences that I saw, like just playing and like after anything happens, you have people like bringing you up, like great stuff. And like when you do something great, I guess people come over, give you a hug, and just like the love from your teammates like to you on the field, I think is really special.
Shout out the Cats.
Seriously.
You're next, Rich.
Favorite thing about being away from home? You're not too far away, but you are away.
Yeah.
True. Do you want to go first again?
I would say it's nice to make my own schedule. I feel like, yeah, making my own schedule and making time for things that I like to do.
That's a good one. I guess mine's kind of similar, but like not being like forced to like clean my room. It's more like not that like I have an issue with cleaning my room.
Shout out Mrs. and Mr. Norkett.
Yeah, stop. But like being able to like have the motivation to do it myself, like I don't know, it just feels different instead of being like, oh, do this. Like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
Let's call Megan on Monday morning to make sure she's made her room up before she goes to school.
Every Monday.
She's missing those reminders.
That was some good advice, or something that you like are good about being away from home. I feel like mine was only, I just shout out my brother, but I was really happy that I didn't have to share a bathroom with him anymore, and that's probably
That's big.
But that was really insightful. from
That's
you guys.
big.
That is big. So, what's the advice that you would give to freshmen next year so that they're prepared coming into college? Like maybe, I know you've only been here for so long, and school like literally just started about a week ago, but maybe like something you could tell them for like the summer that they're preparing, because that was like a big, like what's going on time period.
Sure, yeah. I mean, what I would say is over the summer, I spent a lot of time like focusing on on like getting my fitness up and everything like that, and I think that did truly help me like coming here, because you can run as much as you want in the summer, but you never really know what like the game fitness is going to be like. So actually getting in game scenarios over the summer, I think really helped. So I would say doing that.
Did you feel like when you were playing your first game that like prepared you, or do you still feel like?
No, I feel like you don't really get prepared for a college game compared to like any other game, but it definitely helped, I bet, because otherwise I would have been like dead on the field. So
yeah, so true.
I agree too with the fitness thing. I feel like that's one of the most important things, just getting a baseline, because then I feel like from that you can build onto it. And also I'd say just focusing on yourself and not focusing on what other people are doing, or if you see your friends doing something else. I think just focusing on yourself and your own journey so you can be prepared when you come to campus.
So true. All right, Rich.
Something you're looking forward to that you still haven't experienced. Megan, you first.
Okay, that's a good question.
Holland looks like she has no idea what she's about to say.
We'll stall a little bit while you're thinking.
I'm like from here, I guess, so I've been to Chicago a couple times, but I feel like besides our like boat trip thing we did, we haven't gone like a bunch as a team, so I'm excited to go and like explore the city as like a team, I guess, because I've only been with my family. But so.
I have yet to try deep dish pizza.
You haven't?
I just realized I haven't.
I thought we did.
No, because remember
you took them there.
we were at Little Monotoni's, but I didn't have the deep dish.
Oh, what did you order from one?
I had pasta.
Okay, that's
I don't know why I did that.
Rookie mistake.
That's a rookie mistake right there. And honestly,
pasta,
anti-shout out Megan, love Megan, but if she was gonna take them to get deep dish pizza, I bet that Holland was like this is the first time they've known each other. Like, this is really early on when you guys know each other. Their second day of knowing each other, she was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna order a pasta," and Megan was probably thinking that's a horrible choice. She was like, "No,
Great, have pasta, just like in Phoenix.
So we're gonna tell you guys now, if you're coming here or if you're coming to Chicago and you go to a deep dish place like Illuminati's or Giordano's, which one? Illuminati's. Personally, I'm in Giordano's, but I love both of them. Just get the deep dish pizza because you have to try it.
Do not let friends get the pasta when you're here.
And that's the quote of the day.
Give their friends deep dish pizza.
It was so
That's going to determine the rest of their college experience.
We're never going to get over this. First
you
impressions.
You met before, though, didn't you? Before you came here.
But it was like
once.
the whole group, and like even Maddie was asking like, "Oh, like what car do you guys drive?" So it was dead silent.
It's the most awkward question.
That's cute.
Yeah, that was our bonding moment.
That's when there was a tornado.
The first part of the questions?
Yep. That's
Okay,
the first
so
part of the
we can take a little detour because we've been hearing over and over again how tight this group of 7 first-year players are. Like apparently you go around in a pack all over Evanston, all over campus.
Everywhere.
Just hold hands when you cross the street for safety.
Exactly.
For safety.
All kinds of stuff. What is that true? True or false?
Honestly, I'd say true. Yeah.
True. And how has those friendships developed? Just in your eyes, like what makes it special
We
so
should
far?
get a Class of 2027 reality TV show.
I think
to
we
get a look
should.
into
So
their
funny.
lives.
So
I think we
funny.
should. I'd say I feel like one of the biggest factors was because we all lived. Because we all lived in McCulloch Hall, and we were just door. We were all next door neighbors, so it just made sense for us to do everything together. And then we'd all hang out in somebody's room every night or something. So I feel like that's how it happened.
I mean, I agree with that. And just like when we were in preseason, staying with like the upperclassmen, we were buddied together anyway. And then like we'd all meet somewhere and like walk to downtown Evanston. Obviously, not get deep dish pizza, but do something like that. And I think that really helped us because we didn't fully know like the rest of the team yet because we were just doing like practices and then some hangouts. So it was easy for us to like buddy together and build our little friend group.
Oh.
Yeah.
There were a lot.
Yeah.
So for our listeners, we're on the quarter system and we started classes last Tuesday, September 19th. So you guys have been here since July and in those dorms since August 1st. And you couldn't even get in your regular dorm for 5 weeks.
No.
So that's where you were all together, just thrown into a dorm. The university just said, we're cleaning all these other dorms. We're going to throw you in McCullough.
Allows for bonding.
Yep.
And it worked.
It worked.
Yep.
Amazing. Well, we should give a shout out to Presley and CJ and Maddie Finn
Shout out Maddie Finn.
and Kira
Shout out Kira.
and Sarah.
Shout out Sarah.
Shout out.
And we're going to have another freshman podcast if this continues to go well. Probably not with Megan and Holland, so you guys are welcome. This will probably be the last. No, I'm kidding.
Might have to be like all 7.
Well, that would be perfect. Next time, if you give this a thumbs up, give this a share if you want to see all of the 7 together, and you can see their class dynamic, which is great. They'll like and share, and then we'll probably get 2027. Maybe other classes too. Class.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're brainstorming
All
already.
right. Anyways.
Okay. Quickly, Megan, what's your Northwestern origin story? When you were born in England, you were thinking, I want to go to school at Northwestern.
Northwestern. I mean, for me, it actually started at a young age. I started coming to the Northwestern camps in 7th grade, so it's kind of always been a dream. And I mean, coming to camps is kind of how I got noticed for it. Also saw Brooke at a couple camps.
We were both there.
Yep, and I feel like it was kind of first time on campus, and I knew I wanted to come here. So.
And do you have an idea what you want to study?
I do not know.
And that's fine.
We're okay with that.
You don't need to know.
Thank you, Brooke, for reassuring her.
I actually appreciate that.
That's great. Holland?
For me, I was looking at schools mostly Midwest, East Coast that were really good academically, really good athletically, and obviously Northwestern fits both of those and exceeds both of those. And I just loved the school so much, and I remember you reached out the day that recruiting opened for you to talk to us, and I have a video of me making a smoothie because I was making a vlog, and I got the text from you, and my face just went pale because I was so excited. I was so happy, and I literally dropped the bag of strawberries, and I grabbed my phone. So I saved that. It's such a funny video.
Can we see that video? We'll
Maybe
add that at the end of the podcast.
We're gonna have now that you've talked about it,
have to add
the
it.
whole world,
Like,
the whole
Whiskers
Whiskers world, Whiskers world's gonna want to see it.
I want to see it. So.
But anyways, yeah, so then I think from there I had a few summer showcases, and then I went with my family and we came out and toured the campus, and then I ended up committing in February the year after.
And I have to mention, side note, I went to Santa Clara, and one of your club directors
Yes.
and coaches, Tiffany
Yes.
Roberts, is a great Santa Clara player, former player.
She's the
So
best.
she reached out to me and told me a lot of things about you.
Good things.
Yeah, you must have fooled her
I know. I
because she
must
talked
have.
very highly of you.
Oh,
of you.
that's shocking. That's crazy.
Shout out Tiffany. There we go.
Oh.
Tiff.
Awesome. Well, we're thankful that you guys are here. And I think
of us.
one of the things you haven't done yet that you're going to have to do is the lightning round.
Yeah. All right. So in this lightning round, it's really important that you kind of just say the first thing that comes to your mind. We've had some impressive lightning rounds before this, so you just gotta live up to Northwestern standards. But that should be easy because go Cats. Okay, ready? Gas station snack.
Reese's.
I'm sorry. Chocolate.
What type of chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Any brands specifically?
No.
Okay.
I like Lily's dark chocolate.
I've never heard of that.
Caramel and stevia.
Can we
this-
please get an NIL deal for Holland Lily's dark chocolate?
Please reach out.
Yes, and we got a lightning. Come on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Favorite snack at the fuel station.
Good bellies.
Cheez-Its.
Most important item to have in your dorm room.
Mini fridge.
Fan.
City or countryside?
City.
Country. I don't know why I said that.
Do you want to change your
I'm
answer?
seeing of like nature.
Okay, got it. Nature. Your weirdest food combination that you think is phenomenal.
I really don't have one. That stuff weirds me out a little bit.
Oh.
Not in a judgmental way, but
I feel like everybody cottage cheese is so good and everybody hates on it. So I'm just
Like,
gonna say
just
that.
cottage
Just
cheese.
straight cottage cheese
that's
is good,
okay, yeah.
and people don't like it.
Anyways.
Continuing.
Okay. You guys both kind of said chocolate. So is chocolate candy or is it its own thing?
Own thing.
One thing.
Okay. Best coffee place in Evanston.
Phil's.
Collectivo.
Mm-hmm.
Smoothies.
That was cute. Teammate that makes you laugh the most.
Oh, don't say my name too fast.
Oh,
Megan.
I was going to say Holland, but I didn't know away. I looked right at you.
They're lying. They have to say each other.
There's
They
some
have
kind
to
of
say each
there's some
other.
kind of pact going on.
Something's going on.
There's a pre-recording contract.
This is
made.
biased.
It's not lightning either. This is not lightning.
It's not lightning.
This is a
This is
hard
the
one.
opposite of lightning.
Megan.
This is
Can you ask
turtle
questions? Megan.
Okay, next question.
molasses.
This is the last one. Thank God we could get past that speed bump. Tell everyone why they should listen to the Whiskers podcast.
Because we're on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Wow, that
Because
was
we have
not
two
what I
great
expected.
co-hosts.
But honestly, yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, thanks for that last.
You're
comment.
welcome.
And the shout out
Shout
too.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, now that the answer is approved.
Chocolates in the mail.
And then our very last thing, that's a wrap up, not really lightning. You could take a little bit more time about this. Tell them, our listeners, about our upcoming Big Ten games.
Well,
Starting with tomorrow.
tomorrow we play Indiana at Indiana.
1 o'clock
1 o'clock.
Eastern.
Eastern time.
And if you can't get to Bloomington, watch it on Big Ten Plus.
Get there anyways.
Yep. All right. Then we have Thursday night at home, Illinois. Be there 7 p.m.
Free admission.
Free admission.
Sunday, senior game. And it is against Nebraska at home at 2 p.m.
There we go.
2 p.m. And we're honoring our 11 seniors, and our alums will be in town. So we're excited for that. So alums, please reach out if you haven't. I've been emailing everybody.
No.
If I don't have your email address,
Please answer, Rich. This is his last chance to get.
please, we need you.
Response.
We just need some alums. Come on. We want to hear from you, ladies. Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
That sums
so
it up.
we're gonna send in. Brooke is really looking to do some life advice, and as you can tell, Holland and Megan
Shout out Bridget's idea.
are great advisors as well. I think they're good people, and so if you have life advice questions for the cats, please email those in to wsoccer@northwestern.edu. wsoccer@northwestern.edu. Subject line: life advice from Brooke. And pals.
From Brooke and pals. And it can be about life, it can be about soccer, it can be about school, it can be about college, it can be about anything, guys.
And high school players, we got to do this in a future episode. Brooke has a 5-step plan to succeed at ID clinics.
I do have a plan.
Wow.
It is
I did
amazing.
every ID clinic.
I think we're previewing this for a future. We're gonna have to do a separate one, just Brooke's
Oh wow.
ID clinic advice.
That's nerve wracking.
Yeah, but it's great, really good advice. Anyway,
Okay.
we want to say thank you to Holland and Megan. We love having you on the team. We love having you on Whiskers, and kick some butt tomorrow and this week.
And last words.
Thank you so much. Really appreciated this. Shout out cats.
Shout out cats.
Yep.
Go Cats.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
go
grabbing
Cats.
us.
Go
Yeah.
Cats. Yay, thank you.
Anytime.
See you on our next episode.